Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to the channel. Sorry I've been gone for a while. I've just been dealing with some stuff. But guess what? Daddy is back. I thought it'd be fun to celebrate the first quarter of 2025 and its mediocrity with its horror releases so far. There will be spoilers, so be ready for that. If there's any of these movies, here's a list, that you wanted to check out, then I would wait to watch this video. If you don't mind a few spoilers, then I'd say definitely keep watching because you're in for a fun little ditty here, okay? First, we're gonna look at The Horrendous Wolfman. Wolfman was directed by Leigh Whannell, who wrote the first Saw movie. I think he did the third Saw movie. He also wrote Insidious. He also directed The Invisible Man and Upgrade, which Upgrade is one of my favorite sci-fi films. It's fucking awesome. You should check it out if you haven't seen it. The plot of Wolfman is a dad and his wife are working out some issues, and the lead guy's father is dead, so they're like going to his dad's house to sort out some stuff, and he's like a stay-at-home dad. And they're trying to like work out some issues. He has a lot of like daddy issues due to his dad being abusive towards him all the time. On the way there, he gets bit and attacked by a werewolf that looks more like a weird Hills Have Eyes homeless mutant. And as the family are trying to work out their issues, the father is slowly physically turning into a werewolf. Of course, the twist in this movie is very stupid and obvious that his father is the werewolf all along. Oh, he's just like, Daddy! The plot was okay. There was a lot of interesting ideas Leigh Whannell tried doing here. I just feel like he didn't necessarily need to add a message into this film. Like, it worked really well with Invisible Man, and I feel like Invisible Man was a perfect metaphor for gaslighting and abuse and like emotional mental abuse. In this film, it worked okay, but like with Wolfman, it's like, just give us slack. You know, all we want is a guy turning into Wolfman brutalizing people. And this movie went through so many scripts and directors. Like, there was even Ryan Gosling originally attached, which I would have been all about that. Freaking
Gosling for life.
I will say though, the practical effects in this film were really, really good. I was pretty blown away. The transformation and like the body horror were really awesome. The intro of a movie, I felt they should have just made the movie. Like, they should have just made that the movie. The intro of a movie is like the main father with his father, and they're hunting in the woods, and the kid kind of wanders off to shoot a deer and sees, like, you only get a quick glimpse of it, but it's like a hulking giant wolf man, and then the father and son like run and hide, and then you hear it like jumping around and stuff, and it's just a really cool, horrifying scene. Honestly, the intro, I was like, all right, this movie's gonna be rad, and then kind of fell flat after that. And then the dad and his son like go back to the cabin, and the dad calls his friends and he's like, we're gonna get this wolf man. Like, I kind of wish the movie was just the dad and a bunch of hunters trying to hunt down the wolf man, and then the wolf man's just fucking slocking them down one at a time, just ripping them apart, and then the son maybe sneaks out. It's about that. Instead, the direction he went in was like, okay, it was disappointing for Leigh Whannell because I love his work so far. Again, Upgrade was awesome. Invisible Man was fantastic. It's just, it didn't really cross over well. I would definitely say the horror movie Werewolves from last year, way better. Awesome practical effects, great werewolf movie. Check that out. You want to see a great werewolf movie? Check out Werewolves. It's awesome. Out of 10, I would rate this movie 3 out of 10 slippery shit bags of popcorn. Yeah. Sorry, Leigh Whannell. Next film that we're going to talk about is Presence. So Presence, they advertised it as a horror movie, and it was supposed to be like a terrifying film, like the perspective of a ghost hunting a family. And yeah, it kind of lied. Instead, it's like a ghost being the cameraman, like What We Do in the Shadows style, to the family going through family drama. That's the entire movie. It falls very far away from being a horror film. It kind of like dwelled into the same territory as Ghost Story, except Ghost Story did a way better job at it. It was atmospheric. It explores like immortality and like life after death and like the universe, which this movie doesn't do any of that. It just kind of takes the idea of a ghost hanging out and that's it. Like there's a scene where the ghost cleans up the girl's room and folds her laundry, for God's sakes. And like the most interesting part about this movie, I would say, is you find out the brother's friend is like a weirdo who drugs and kills people and he's a serial killer. That's probably the most interesting part, but I even hated that character a lot. Lucy Liu plays the mother in this movie, and I love Lucy Liu. Don't even get me started.
Lucy Liu's queen, dude.
Plot-wise, it's like a family moves into a new house. The daughter had friends who like died recently, so she's like grieving and kind of an outcast about it. The dad's like this like nice, wholesome guy. His wife is of course, like I said, Lucy Liu, and she's apparently doing like shady, corrupt shit the entire time, and he's like contemplating if he should leave his wife, but there's like they don't show that at all. And then the son is like a scholar, and he's a total douchebag that's full of himself. Actually, it's really weird because there's a bizarre dynamic of the mom totally coddling him and like rubbing his shoulders and hugging him all the time, and she's just a total bitch to her husband and her daughter. Like, it's the level of like weirdness where it's like there's Elon Trump fucking tongue baths in that relationship 100%. It's directed by Steven Soderbergh, who he like directs like 3 freaking movies a year. This guy's unstoppable. In presence, there was a trailer for his next movie, Black Bag, already before the film started, and I'm just like, oh, okay. You might like know him. He's directed and made like the Ocean's franchise, like at least the first 3. They the 4th one, he was like,
They're putting chicks in my movies, pulling a Ghostbusters with it. Not on my watch, bud.
Oh my fucking watch.
yeah. As a like just a film in general, like a drama film, I would give this 6 out of 10 lightly salted sacks of corn. As a horror movie, I would totally give it 1 vomit-filled bag of corn. 1 vomit-filled bag of corn. It's not good as a horror movie. They totally lied to you. They even say scariest movie of the year in the trailer. It totally fucking pissed me off. Next movie that we're talking about is Companion. Companion was directed by Drew Hancock, who mainly is known for writing some TV. He's directed some Tenacious D stuff. He was a writer on Blue Mountain State. He was a writer on Mr. Pickles. He did a show called My Dead Ex, and most notable, he wrote Fred 3, Can't Fred. The plot of the movie is Huey from the Boys, Jack Quaid, is the lead actor in it. He takes his girlfriend to stay at like a giant, nice, rich guy's cabin house, and the rich guy is dating one of the girls there, and you later find out that the girl is an AI robot who's totally mixed in with a plot where they were going to frame the AI robot for murder and rob the rich guy and take all of his stuff. They turn like her aggression levels off and things like that. This movie was really fun. It has some great gore and death in it. They did a great balance of like comedy and horror mixed throughout the entire film. There's a lot of great Terminator 2 references, and like the end of a movie even had kind of like an Invisible Man vibe, like
Surprise.
stand a little taller, doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. What doesn't kill you makes a fighter, footsteps even lighter, doesn't mean I'm over cause you're gone. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Just moment where she's just like walking out feeling like a bad bitch, but instead of a costume, she's like got her metal hand driving, like, yeah, what's up, girl? Personally, I love this film. I thought it was really great. I would give Companion 7.5 buttery bitch bags of popcorn out of 10.
7 out of 5 buttery bitch popcorn.
Next film we're going to talk about is Hard Eyes, featuring Devin Swa.
Devin Swai. Devin Swee. Devin Swai.
I went to a horror con and someone was like,
Devin Swai.
and he walked out, he's like,
I'm sorry, that's how to pronounce my name.
He's one of the actors in this. This movie is directed by Josh Rubin, who made Werewolves Within, that horror comedy, which that was pretty good. Based off of video games, I enjoyed it. The werewolf was decent. This movie is a horror romance that switches between like being a horror movie and a comedy movie. The whole like plot of a movie is like it's a romantic comedy film, and there's a killer who is just murdering couples specifically. So the couple is like on the run, trying not to get killed, while other couples are being slain throughout. I thought the first like quarter or the first act of the film was great. It had a great balance of horror and gore. The gore is over the top. It's, if you love gory horror films, this is right up your alley. The costume is sick. The killer is sick. All of it. I watched the first quarter of that movie going like, this is gonna be fucking rad. And then the second, like the second act of the film, it kind of just becomes more of a comedy movie with characters saying like out-of-pocket jokes that aren't funny and don't quite land right. I just feel like the flow kind of was off a little bit. It didn't consistently like remain like it did the first act of the film. And then the third act was the worst. The killer reveal was really stupid. I won't tell you that. Hold out on the spoilers for that, but it was a dumb killer reveal. The motive, of course, was really stupid. The film kind of dragged a little bit. I think these movies have a lot of franchise potential, but they need to figure out a better flow. Like if the whole movie holds up exactly like the first act, then they can totally make this great. But instead, it kind of just leaned more into being similar to like Scream 5 and 6, which I'm not a fan of.
Sorry if you are. I just do not like those fucking movies at all.
For holiday movies, I don't think for holiday movies I was really excited because I'm like, great, we've had Christmas Bloody Christmas, Terrifier 3, Thanksgiving, which was awesome. So I was like, sweet, we have a Valentine's movie to add to that pile. I don't think it exactly made the cut of being as good as those other films. It was definitely better than My Bloody Valentine, the remake. Yeah, it was better than that fucking movie. That movie sucks shit, all right? Not even Jensen Ackles could save that movie, and I'm a fucking fanboy. I'm generic as shit. Like, I got that fat dude. Can you see it? You see it on my fat fucking arm right there? Yeah, dude. Not even Jensen Ackles can save that movie, and I fucking... But this movie definitely at least beats that. I would give this movie 6 out of 10 lightly salted bags of fucking corn. Very lightly salted bags. The next movie we're talking about is probably my favorite film of this year so far. It is The Monkey. It is directed by Osgood Perkins, who also directed Longlegs. It's crazy because he's like Steven Soderbergh. He's just like bop, 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 bop. Like when I went to see Longlegs, there was a trailer to Monkey, and like they already announced that his next film is coming out later this year called The Keeper. The Monkey is also written by Osgood, based off a short story by Stephen King, fucking horror legend, produced by James Wan. This is a comedy movie about two brothers who get a wind-up toy monkey, and every single time they wind it up, it ends up killing somebody. And I'll tell you what, they do not hold back on that, okay? This movie is very over-the-top gory. The kills are hilarious and comical. I would consider this even more of a dark comedy than honestly even a horror film. It was great. I thought it got more bizarre as the film went on, but I was entertained the entire time. There's a lot of awesome cameos in it. I won't give you all of them away, but just some big ones that I loved. Adam Scott, Elijah Wood, did not know they were going to be in it. That was fucking cool. Every death is like extremely creative and interesting. Like there's one death where a guy gets trampled by horses and they lift the sleeping bag and he's fucking jelly rolling out. That was awesome. Also, good for the chick who played She-Hulk, because she plays their mom in it and she delivers in a ton of awesome scenes in this movie. She nails it on the performance. There's a lot of hilarious scenes where she's like holding her sons and she's just like,
yeah, you know, we're all gonna die. You're gonna die. I'm gonna die, we're all gonna die.
Everybody died.
And there's like another conversation where she's like,
Yeah, you know, stuck with these fucking kids, you know, I love you guys, but fucking your dad's a douchebag, just fucking roll right out.
she's nonchalant. The kids are sitting there like,
Oh, no, no, mm.
It's like, oh, so cute. Loving family moments.
Loving family moments.
But yeah, it was good for her. It really showed her acting chops on like She-Hulk. One thing that I absolutely loved about this movie is vibe-wise, like the dialogue is super weird and bizarre, and all of the characters are really interesting and just, again, super just weird. They're just fucking weird. I would definitely, if I had to compare this movie to something, I would compare it to the show Tim and Eric Bedtime Stories. That's just a bunch of weird, like, short films that Tim and Eric wrote, which if you haven't seen that, fucking see it. It's hilarious. Here's a compilation of some funny stuff from it.
There's a lot of things we're born with that we don't need.
You robbed my house. You took my stuff. I know you did.
It's over, Tony.
Don't screw me on this.
Come on. Mama doesn't screw her babies.
I saw you down at the dock checking out that 40-foot beauty.
Hey, you got a problem?
You're just being paranoid.
Where are you, Scott?
Big plans? Stay home with some friends.
Something don't look right here.
Do you love me?
It was just sounding like they were having so much fun in there.
Yeah.
Masturbation is sexual tone.
Oh, yeah.
I love your opinions.
This is a dad zone. Shut up. Hello, ladies.
What can life be like, having such a small penis?
Are you ready to get wild?
Is that a mince I find out from him?
I told you to keep that damn mouth shut while I was in here.
No, you don't, you little fancy pants prick.
Have you lost your mind, Brenner?
I'm the king of the sack.
I'm not gonna calm down, you calm down!
Bueno.
What the fuck?
Ow! Ow!
Oh, yeah, I changed my mind about burying you. I figured I'd cut your tree down, make a cross out of it, and crucify you in front of your family and the whole cul-de-sac here.
But yeah, all out, I would say that without giving anything like away, because this movie, I don't want to give spoilers to. I want everybody to see this. You should definitely see The Monkey. There's no reason to spoil this one for you. Just go fucking see it. Go see it right now. If it's still in a theater near you, go fucking see it, okay? Don't fucking miss out on that. Don't be a fucking dummy, all right? I give it 8.5 bloody bags of popcorn. Again, so far my favorite film of the year. It was fucking awesome, all right? There's a lot of great films coming out this year. I'm gonna try to get on better with covering most of them. Here's some that I'm excited for. Here's some I'm not excited for. Wah, wah, wah. Sorry if there's ones you're excited for on there. I didn't do The Gorge because I haven't seen that movie yet. I don't have Apple TV. Other than Severance, I kind of just fucking forget it exists most of the time. I think most people do. Most of the people I know that have it fucking forgot they even had Apple TV. But I'll check out The Gorge. I heard that was pretty split. I heard that was fun from some people, not from others, to make you familiar with what it's about.
Two people guarding a gorge, they fall in love and want to bang each other. Miles Teller and Anna Taylor-Joy are the leads in that. He tries to zipline across, falls in, she goes after him, and then there's like a whole fucking monster world down in the gorge. That's what I know about it.
Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate all of you guys. Sorry it took a minute for me to post. I'm going to try to consistently get back on the train of posting like every week to every other week if possible. Thanks for tuning in. If you like my stuff and you want to show support, go ahead and just check out any of my social medias. Here's my Venmo if you want to donate, and here is my Patreon.
Keep it killer and stay horrifying, you beautiful kings and queens of Scream. You horrific Scream queens of blood and killing and etc. Blah, 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 blah.